Hello, welcome to Imperfect in an Uncertain World. Resources to help you live with authenticity and purpose. Today, we're going to talk about love. And I'm going to begin by asking a question. Who is the most difficult person you will ever love? Think about that. The answer might surprise you. I nominate ourself. Why? Because we spend so much time ruminating over what we did, maybe what we said, wishing that we had a big fat eraser and could erase the things that were happening. We replay situations that didn't go out as planned or didn't happen as planned. We pick ourselves apart, focusing on our imperfections while minimizing some of the most lovable aspects of ourselves, some of the things that happen that are really wonderful, that really show who we are at the core of our being. Now, I'm not advocating that we ignore the parts of ourselves that we do not like or that we excuse or justify the behavior. Because truly loving ourselves is about loving every aspect of ourselves, no matter how difficult it is to even recognize that part of ourselves. This is the love that looks at imperfections and really looks the imperfections in the eye, not as a stare down, like who's going to blink first, but looking at our imperfections with the gaze of compassion. And this is the compassion that paves the way of our soul purpose. This is the love that really exposes wounds, acknowledges hurts, soothes aches. It's a balm that heals us in ways that do not diminish the challenges or the suffering that we find in our life, but this is the love that empowers us to meet challenges with courage and grace. And that's important. I mean, what happens if we can meet life with courage and grace? Love begins to permeate throughout the cracks of our woundedness. And within those healed cracks are spaces that grow, that are fertile, that really we begin to grow our true self. Now, this loving and being our true self really is a spiral. I talk a lot about the spiral in many of my videos, but this is a spiral that grows ever wider, ever larger, reaching deeper into those secret places where our wounds and our fears reside, where they hide. And our courage and truth seeps into those spaces, empowering us to really accept who we really are. Who are we at the ground of our being, in those cracks that we can love and we can accept? Now, as we befriend the wounds, we're not feeding them. We're not feeding our victimization so that they fester, but we intentionally soothe with the healing balm of love. And that's what self-compassion, what self-love is about. We don't ignore or diminish those parts of ourselves we don't like. We love ourselves so that those parts may heal and become our best self. It's only through our courage that we shift our perception of who we think we are into who we truly are. So, how do we move from not liking ourselves, not loving ourselves? So, how do we love ourselves into being our true self? What I would recommend is that each day you begin by affirming self-love, by gently breathing into unconditional love, breathing that unconditional love into your being, allowing it just to flow through who you are. Now, throughout the day, when you notice an imperfection, don't run away from it or stuff it in and say, okay, I'll work with that one later. are maybe it's not as bad. Allow yourself to feel the rawness of that imperfection. What I like to say is notice it, own it, find the roots of your imperfection, find the roots of what's triggering that imperfection, name the lesson, and then really create a strategy to love the imperfection into oblivion. So by that I mean love the imperfection in a way that you're able to let it go into something really that you let it go, you accept it, you love it, and then you can become your best self because it no longer catches you. Then always live with courageous understanding. Know that you're doing your best in every moment. Because really, in the end, we love ourselves not because of our words, our thoughts, and our actions. We love ourselves through our imperfections to connect to that flickering spark of the sacred extraordinary inside of us. So we connect with really all of creation when we love ourselves. Thanks for listening to this video. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. More information, www.intentandaction.com. Check me out. But I would say most importantly, love yourself. Practice self-compassion no matter what. Have a terrific day.